Hello, welcome back to the Motorpoint YouTube channel. I'm Tim. Something different today because I'm not in Portsmouth. I'm over in Portugal to have a first drive of the all-new Skoda Superb estate. And the Superb is the same it's always been. It is a big estate car. It's Skoda's premium estate car in their words. And this one's bigger than ever. It's more high-tech than ever. It's smarter than ever. So yeah, I'm going to show you what's good about it, what's not so good about it, and tell you if you should buy one as your next car. Let's go before I get distracted by this beautiful Portuguese scenery and all the custard tarts. Right, don't get distracted by the scenery. The car's down here, and I think it's one of Skoda's better looking modern cars. It's got new slimmer headlights. I really like these daytime running lights on it as well. And you get matrix LED headlights on mid-spec SEL and top-spec models. So you get fancy lights if you don't go for the entry-level spec. You've got this new octagonal grille as well. And I think all the creases in the bonnet, especially in this light, which is slightly different to the light I'd normally have in Portsmouth or Derby, does look really sharp as well. It looks more business-like. I wouldn't necessarily call it a swooping beauty, but yeah, look at it. Now, see, this is the estate. There will be a hatchback version coming later, and this is a very similar car to the new Volkswagen Passat that's just coming out. Actually, Skoda designed and developed both of the cars. But yeah, this colour is called Iced Tea, and I'm going to show you the boot first, which I wouldn't normally do because boots are pretty boring. But this is one of the biggest boots you can get on any car ever. It's 690 litres. Don't know if you can see in there, but yeah, it's 30 litres bigger than normal. I've got a bag in there for scale, not just because I forgot to take it out. So yeah, a huge boot, an absolutely huge boot, ideal for families, camping trips, that sort of stuff. You can flip down the rear seats by pulling on these. You've got a 12-volt socket over here. You've even got, oh my goodness, you've got a spare wheel. That's fairly rare these days. But yeah, that's what you buy the Superb for. You also buy it because it's got some of the roomiest rear seats in the business as well. Now, excuse my shadow, but yeah, I'm 6'3". I can easily sit behind myself, if that makes sense, behind my driving position without touching the seats. I've got loads of room. What's quite cool though, if I jump in, are these headrests. Look, these flip down. So your rear seat passengers can fall asleep in the back in comfort, like some airline headrests as well. You've also got quite a smart thing here on the armrest. That's a tablet holder, so you can put your tablet in there, your kids can watch Bluey or whatever while you're going along. You've also got a through loading hatch, so you can carry your skis. It is very, very practical. Now, this one's a top spec one, so you've got heated rear seats as well. USB-C's there, but the big change for Skoda is up front in the cabin. It's their all new cabin architecture is what they call it. That's a fancy word for saying it's got a new infotainment screen. It's 13 inches, digital dashboard. This one's got a head-up display as well that shows you your speed and directions in the windscreen like you would get in an Audi or a BMW or a Mercedes. You now get it in a Skoda. Now, these are quite cool. They look like knobs, and they are knobs, but they're very clever knobs because they can do the temperature. They can also do your seat heating, your seat cooling in this top spec L and K one, and the middle one can do your driving modes, your volume, or you can hold it down and then customize it on this screen up here. It's just gone away because my friend has sent me a message. You've got wireless Apple CarPlay as well. You've got a wireless charging mat down there, which will actually cool your phone as well, so it doesn't overheat. I like Skoda's cup holders. If you've not seen these before, they've got little dimples on there, and that is so you can open a bottle one-handed while driving. Armrest opens here. It's got a screen wiper, so this is a little fluffy thing that you can use to get fingerprints off the screen. That's one of Skoda's new simply clever design features. Yeah, you got some wood trim in this top spec one. I mean, would you have told me that's a Skoda kind of 5 or 10 years ago? It's really nice feeling in here. These air vents are quite satisfying as well. Little joysticks to aim them. Dead simple. They've designed everything to actually be used by humans, not just look high tech, which is good. I do really appreciate that. Now, it's not all good in the new Superb's cabin, but I've had to really nitpick to find things I don't like. And the only thing I can really think of is this central armrest, because it opens like that, like a Peugeot one. It no longer adjusts upwards, so you can't have it at an angle to rest your arm on. You can't slide it in and out like that either, which I used to like doing in the old Superb. So it loses points for that. But otherwise, this cabin feels quite posh for a Skoda, and I just really like it. It feels new, it feels modern, it feels intelligently designed, most importantly. It's not just filled with tech for tech's sake. But anyway, let's take it for a quick drive. So how does the Superb drive? Well, very quickly. It's not a sports car. It was never a sports car. And it always rode reasonably well. And this one is pretty comfortable as well, though you do feel some bumps in the cabin, a bit more than you do in some of the more expensive German rivals. Now, you can get some models with optional adaptive dampers, so you can soften things off if you want to, or firm them up. But even in comfort mode, it's decent rather than amazing, the ride quality. It's very easy to drive, it's very easy to see out of. Even the back corners, I normally whinge in every car video about visibility out the back corners, but in this, it's really good. And yeah, it grips well enough if you're driving it on a sporty, twisty road. But yeah, it's not about that. It's about doing long motorway drives, and this really is decent on the motorway. It's pretty refined. There's not much wind noise. There's not much tyre noise. You'll easily get 60 mpg out of some of the 2-litre diesels, and I don't know, it's just a very complete, sensible package, and that's what I like about it. Now, there is a new plug-in hybrid with 204 horsepower from a 1.5 litre petrol engine and electric motor. That can actually do almost 60 miles on electric power alone, which is unusual for a plug-in hybrid. They can normally do like 30 or something like that. And you can also fast charge it, which again, you can't normally do with a PHEV. So you can charge it at 40 kilowatts to fill it up in about 20 minutes on a public fast charger. And yeah, that seems like a good choice if you're going to be doing lots of town driving, because you'll be able to do that on electric power and save on your petrol bills. It's probably expensive. I haven't got the UK prices yet. I'll stick them up here. But yeah, otherwise, for most people, I'd say get either the 1.5 petrol with 150 horsepower or one of the 2-litre diesels, probably 150 horsepower. I'm in the 193 horsepower 2-litre diesel at the moment with 4-wheel drive. But yeah, Skoda Superb is pretty good to drive. Right, the sun's setting here in Portugal. That's the end of my very quick whistle-stop tour of the Skoda Superb. I just wanted to show you what it was like, because I've been really impressed by it. Not only is it practical, it feels premium now as well, in a way that the old Superb just couldn't even dream of. It's still got a massive boot, but most importantly for me, Skoda's not gone EV crazy. They've realized this is a car that's designed to do long distances on family road trips and things like that. So they've given it diesel engines and petrol engines, and the diesels, you'll get 900 miles to a tank out of one of these. So it's a real world sensible car. Now, naturally, the top spec one will be expensive. The prices haven't been confirmed yet. But I think if you choose wisely, you could have one of the best estate cars on the market that really majors on practicality and now premium feel as well. So yeah, well done, Skoda. I think the joke's sort of well and truly behind you now. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching this slightly shorter than usual video. If you've liked it, please hit like. If it's been entertaining, please subscribe as well to the Motorpoint YouTube channel. It's got plenty more new and used car reviews coming soon. Sadly, not all next to crashing waves in Portugal, probably Portsmouth. And if the waves are crashing where I film, then a church is going to get flooded, and that'll be bad.